This particular transmission is named Divine Assessment, and the Lemurians are inviting us into the city of Antos, into the beautiful temple of Pounamu, to go through this particular process where our consciousness becomes truly aligned with the level where we are at in our personal evolution. Let us begin. Visualize for a moment standing on top of the Maitri Peak. For those who might be listening to this transmission and are not familiar with the Maitri Peak, just visualize yourself standing on top of the beautiful high mountain. Put the intent forward and give yourself like a free fall. And the guides are automatically transferring you in your etheric into the city of Antos, the city of light of the Lemurian civilization. You're entering the incredibly beautiful Pounamu temple. You may get a feeling of a particular structure and being greeted by the beings of love and light. Some of you may have a clear visual experience of this. And you are now being invited to step into the wide chamber. You find yourself into the chamber where the floor, the walls, and the dome above you are all scintillating white light. They all look like transparent surfaces and they are multiplying into the eternity. The walls look like corridors. And yet you have a feeling that you are within a chamber, multi-dimensional chamber. You are being led to the middle of this room and offered to position yourself into the beautiful chair. And you may feel like you're either sitting or semi-lying or fully lying, almost like suspended in the thin air, but fully supported at the same time. And you can clearly see in front of you some format of a screen. And during this process, you will be given a very specific answer in a format of a numbers from 1 to 100. Firstly, you're going to be assessed on your inner focus. One of the main attributes of the fifth dimensional life is the ability to keep the focus on the inside, not to register the outer reality, but to completely utilize your focus on creating the new one. This requires high level of mastery, and during this year we will be given all the help and assistance to bring it up. At this point of time, ask where you are on the scale 1 to 100 in respect of this tool. You will be given the numbers on the screen in front of you or by any other means appropriate. There might be a whisper or appearance of the answer right in your head as a telepathic transmission, or any other way appropriate for you. Once you have received the answer to your first question, now you would like to know where you're at in response of the cellular renewal. The body is dramatically going through the renewing of its cells, tissues, organs, and general function. Every organ and system in the body will be updated to its higher version. During 2013 and in the next several years to come, majority of the people on Earth will go through this process. Find right now what is your particular number on the scale 1 to 100. Where you're at with the speed of your cellular renewal. It happens differently for different people. And once you get this particular answer, we are going to move to the third question, which is the question of the renewal of the self-identity. One of the fifth-dimensional tools, when applied correctly, will shift and change the idea of personal individual identity into the full knowing of your multidimensional facets in your complex divine cosmic identity. For many, this process has already started and may cause confusion for some people. Again, this year will have tremendous help throughout the Stonehenge Aotearoa series, and will be helped and guided every aspect of the way. For now, it's important that you find out where you are at this point of your evolution regarding the self-identity renewal. Register the number between 1 and 100. And once you're given that particular number and you retain it in your consciousness, we are moving to the question number 4 that pertains to the renewal of the mind. The human mind is not an accessory, which is not necessary in the fifth-dimensional reality. As a part of our evolution, we were asked to fully let go and empty the content of the mind, but not to get rid of the mind itself. The mind is a very powerful tool, and once aligned correctly, is serving us as a higher mind. It's valuable in the fifth-dimensional reality. Ask the question and get this divine assessment as to where you are at with the renewal and updating of the new mind. And again, once you get your answer, as a flashing letters on the screen or communicated in any other fashion, you retain this into your consciousness and you're moving to the question number 5, the last one in this assessment. It pertains to the renewal of the life purpose. From now on, the purpose of being on earth is not to waste our time on trivia, negativity, unwanted thought forms, unwanted experiences, but we are moving to our higher purpose. The new templates that we are going to configure on the first seminar of the Stonehenge Aotearoa are going to activate this higher destiny, higher life purpose. At this point, it is important that you get the assessment. Ask the question where you are at when it comes to the activation of the life purpose. Again, it will be a number on the scale from 1 to 100. And once you're given this knowing into your consciousness, surrounded by the Lemurian guides into the temple of Pounamu in Antos, set your intent among this particularly powerful field created by your support group, by these incredibly powerful beings of love, light, and compassion, and put your intent for all of these numbers to increase up to 100 within this year or in a time frame which is absolutely perfect and appropriate for you. At the end of the day, you are becoming a master. Love and light on your journey.